Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hattrick with me, Alpha Pi Omega and FC Pigneto. So we have an amazing week behind us. It is probably one of the best weeks of the season, and I have two main reasons why that is. Let me start by the first one, which is our victory against Pepperoni. We played on their stadium and we won an amazing victory. I'm sorry, Hattrick seems to have some kind of issues with connections. I have to reload the pages a couple of times every time. Yeah, so apology for that if that happens. So we played round 10 against Pepperoni and we won 2-0 on their stadium. We were extremely dominant in this match. We had most of the possession. We had 7 chances, they had 4, and we managed to turn 2 into goals. Kind of interesting that their stadium was completely full, which is crazy when you think about it. Our stadium has, 42,000 people. There has 50,000 and they managed to fill it completely. So that just tells me that we need a bit bigger stadium, and we should look at that at the end of this episode. But this victory means that we have actually skipped over them, and we are now second only to Grizzly Bear, who are 100% going to win this season. But what are we gonna do next? Well, the thing is that both me and Pepperoni have a couple of matches ahead of us. Now for us, it is a match against Grizzly Bear, it is a match against Sporting Lupo Solitario, Joy Never Dies, and a match against Ora Ci Penzo. Now, Grizzly Bear and Ora Ci Penzo are going to be played on our stadium. Now, the fans are pretty adamant that we have the edge against Grizzly Bear. I'm not sure if that is the case, but it might be. I'm not entirely sure. Against Sporting Lupo Solitario, they're saying it's going to be close, even though we're playing away. Sporting Lupo Solitario is actually the weakest member of this season, so I'm fairly confident that we might win that one. They're saying that Joy Never Dies has an edge because we'll be playing on their stadium. And then the last match against Ora Ci Penzo, I'm not entirely sure, but I think we should win that one, especially because we'll be playing on our stadium. Now, how are we going to do this? We played match of the season against Pepperoni, meaning that our team spirit now is irritated. It's not that bad. It's level 4 out of 10. But it means that we don't really have much to play with here. My strategy here would most likely be to play against a Grizzly Bear on normal. We're playing on our stadium, and we're going to hope that we can win that one. We're going to be playing match of the season against Ora Ci Penzo. That's the last match, and we won't have any qualifier this season, so we can burn whatever we have left there. Against Sporting Lupo Solitario, we will play... Well, that's the thing. It depends whether or not we want to throw away the match against Joy Never Dies. They have won almost every single match we had with them. No, actually, it was even. We won 2, they won 2, and it was a draw. I'm not entirely sure, because there's 2 possible strategies. Normal match of the season, or normal match of the season, played cool match of the season. It depends whether or not we think that we can succeed in this one. Even a draw would be amazing for us. So I'm not entirely sure, to be quite honest. What goes with Pepperoni is that they will have much better choice of matches. Actually, no, they're playing against Grizzly Bear as well. So if we manage to win this one and they lose that one, we are fine. They're playing against Ora Ci Penzo as well. And they're playing against Chi Hafatopal and Syrup Nibik. So we have one worse match, way worse match than they do. And generally speaking, they will play easier matches than we will. The issue here is that if we're very close, so if we lose any more matches than they do, if we if we win more or have the same results in those 4 matches, we can end up second or third, depending on how Joy Never Dies plays compared to us. If we lose more than they did, they are going to skip ahead of us, and if Joy Never Dies skips out of us, then we will end up 4th, which is a bad result. Well, it's not a bad result, but I would still like it if we could end up 2nd or 3rd. Our goal was the 3rd place, so 2nd would be amazing, but that would really be a hard sell. So I have to figure that one out. It's a bit of a, you never know what the RNG does for you. You can play your dice the best you can and then still lose. So I'll have to figure out what the correct way would be. I still think, that against Grizzly Bear, it is going to be normal. I'm sure about that one. Oh, Periano is actually hurt. Okay, and Martinez is a red card. God damn it. Well, this is going to be a harsh match to sell. Okay, so TSI, who do we have? Arnau. Arnau can be there instead of Periano. That means we have much more on the wing midfield, but it will be hurting everywhere else. And what we can do... What about the wingers? God damn it, we don't really have anyone good for the back wing. I might search for a new player, to be quite honest. Someone we could have, because we don't have an extra back wing, and it is an issue. Actually, hold on. Where is... Damn, wait. Where is he? Michoin and Martinez. Oh, here, Labush. We could theoretically put Labush there. Okay, that's hurting us a bit. And it's actually hurting us quite a bit. Martinez is gone though, and Periano is hurt. Bologna is... Wow, we really don't have a good setup here. But this is probably the best we can do. Okay, and then last but not least, we have a new player. I actually managed to snatch an amazing keeper, Victor Bizama, with a keeper of world class, defending of brilliant, and set pieces of supernatural. So this guy is the best keeper we have had. It is much better than the 2 that we had before. And he's making it really show. Wait, hold on. Let me just load the previous match that we played against Pepperoni, because that was amazing. But here you can see we have Martinez, who is carded out. So if I put Labush there, this is the actual result. If we play normal, yeah, we're really hurting in the midfield now. The result is gonna be much, much worse. But we don't really have a choice because Martinez is gone. So I can search for a new player. We still have... The purchase of the new goalie was actually really cheap compared to what we could have played. 953,000. I think that he was way more valuable. Transfer compare, put him to 1.2 million, something like that, and we got him for 949,000. So that is a really good sell. We would, however, need then a player, because we don't have an extra back wing. That is an issue that we've been facing for quite some time now, and it might bite us in the rear right now. We have Michon here, and we have Martinez, but he got himself red carded. So this would probably be the best we can build now. And I don't even think... was Periano hurt during this match or during the previous one? I don't think it was this match, right? Yeah, we just got the red card. What the hell did you do? Estimated challenge from behind 12 minutes. The referee gave an earful. Okay, so you were screaming at the referee, and then okay, it's not telling me what he did for the second one, but probably was rude to the players or something. Actually, are you? Yeah, you're temperamental and dishonest. Okay, so this is the reason why I don't like players like that in my team, because they can just screw you over like this. But okay, then I guess Nativo? Jesus Christ. Let's look at the TSI. Bellone. Well, you guys are hurt. One of you should be able to come back, though. If that happens, I could put Arnau back instead of Labouche, because his winger skill is... Actually, what if we switched you guys? No, that's not a good choice. Okay, well, let's set it like this. I'll put Galbi for now as a central defender in case something goes terribly wrong. Yeah, because we really don't have anyone here. And Rico. And if you put Galbi there... Yeah, okay, so Orico is a better choice here. even if it's still a poor one, then Amoros 8 and Labouche. No. Let's see, your stamina is poor and your stamina is wretched. Dear Lord. Okay, well... So we need either a good defender or a good back wing. So those are the things that we need to get into our team. Fire is a message to read. And we got only 742k. So that's going to make it a bit difficult. But hey, so far, so good. If we can get one of those players or one of our players is going to get healed, I put our chances very high. Considering we are at irritated state, we should get bumped up to composed during the weekly update, which is on Thursday. So we will have a slightly better performance. But then it depends on how we're gonna do. Yeah, it really is a question of situational awareness and what Pepperoni is gonna do and what Joy Never Dies is gonna do. They are probably poised to win all of the matches that they have now. So I wouldn't bet that they won't have a chance. Okay, they're playing against Syrup Nimbic. That's a clear victory. Grizzly Bear might defeat them. Then, it's a question with us. And yeah. Okay, so they're in the same situation as we and Pepperoni. It's going to be really interesting to see the next 4 weeks of how we're going to switch. The worst we can get is 4th place. I don't think there's any chance for us to end up worse. Yeah, there's no way. But it's going to be a play of cards who's going to be at which place. Right now we're starting in the best possible choice, but we have some pretty hard matches ahead of us. Pepperoni has it slightly easier. Joy Never Dies is the best team here. What match did they lose, actually? Against Pepperoni. It's interesting. Yeah, I really think that they were on it with the cup for as long as they could, and once they got knocked out, they started looking into the season here, which is not a bad choice, actually. That's really good for your players, and we already mentioned that before, but anyway, thank you very much for joining me. This has been fun. Actually, yeah, I think I covered everything. Fans are dancing in the streets because we won that match. I don't understand. They are favorites. We won and no change in estimation. Season expectations, we will have to fight to stay up, is also pretty ridiculous. We're second and they are, I don't understand it. I don't understand how this is calculated, but fine. I mean, we're still getting fans. We are already way above our goal, and we have a potential of getting to something like 1950 at the end of the season, so that's pretty good. Finances, we spend quite a lot of money on the new signings, and that's about it. There's not much else to say. So, wish me luck, and I'll see you in a week with an update on how our first match, and actually a very critical match, went, because it will really depend on well, this result is going to show us if we have any chance of avoiding getting knocked down or not. So we'll see. So, see you then.